Hey, so I'm I'm in I'm I'm in mourning right now, and I don't know. I felt like it would be a good idea to talk about it. Like, so my cats were really. This is a cat death, by the way. No person died. I'm still sad. Let me be sad. Um, my cats, uh, they they got up there. They got old. They had problems. They've been having problems. We've been talking about it. We put them down. And I mean, it sucks. It always sucks. This isn't like it's never a happy story. I mean, very, very few cultures talk about death in a positive, in like a positive way that's like a joyous occasion. There's like a thing called Festival of Life. There's a bit of a Christian thing about the going to heaven thing. But that's still never a happy thing. People still talk about it negatively. But it's very interesting. I think I compare this a lot to the death of like people that I've seen in the past and where I've come from with that. And like it's very interesting. So before I was into like knowing myself and I was younger and I didn't understand things, and I was sad, and my dog died, and she died of cancer at a younger age, and that one I was really sad. I was really upset about that one. That got me for a couple days of like crying and being upset, and like I'd remember her, and like I remember the day. It was like October 8th. I have a picture up there. Like I have two pictures of her actually. I just realized. But yeah, that one got me hard because I was younger. And I knew what death was, and I was going through a bit of a fear and a bit of a understanding phase about it. Like, you know, like I was just trying to figure out what everything meant. I'm figuring out like meaning of life. I'm still fucking figuring out shit out. Don't tell him. Don't tell previous me that I haven't got it figured out yet. He'd be really upset with me. It's a lot more complicated than he assumed. But yeah, like that one got me really bad, and I love that dog. I loved her so much. I still love her. Um, but it got me hard. Then my grandfather died. Like I was probably 17 now. The previous one was probably 13. No, I couldn't have been 13. Yeah, I was probably 11 or 12. That one got me hard. Then my grandfather died when I was like 17, and that one was weird because I kind of was. It was weird. I kind of felt like I was okay. I felt very okay with it. I felt like I felt like I knew it was coming. He was probably in his 80s, closing in on 90s. Yeah, I think he'd be 90 now if he was still around. But yeah, that one was fine. I went through like a 4-day funeral service and didn't cry. And I wasn't upset. And like it was weird because I was in this place of understanding life and death. And I think I was at a point where I was like, you know what? Like I know death is gonna happen. I understand that. And so I don't have to be sad about it anymore. And then I just wasn't. But I think there was like this. Sorry, I'm fidgeting. I think there was this disconnect between understanding life and death and like feeling it still. I think that I could have. I think that later it got me, and I sat there and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna like let me just call my grandfather and ask him." Oh wait, he's not here anymore. I can't do that. And that's when I kind of like started feeling like, oh wait, like he's actually gone. That was a couple months later. And with this one, I think it's just because I've had these cats like my entire life. and I've been just around them. They just been around. It's it's like they've just always been there. It's always been a thing. Like, oh yeah, like my cats. Oh, my friends don't believe I have cats. Haha. No, my cats run around. I see them. Cat fur on my bed. Some piss or something on my bed. There's a dent on the couch from them. There's just, they're hanging around. I go to my parents' room. They're over there. We have to leave on a trip. Let's check on the cats. It's always been that, and they've always been around. And like, now they're not. And like, it was, I don't know. It was that one got me, because I think I'm at a place now where it's like I've shifted from this like I've shifted from like being very emotional to very logical to like semi-logical, semi-emotional. Now back to like pretty, I'd say I'm like I've shifted from like 80-20 logical. I've shifted from pretty much 100-0 to now like probably 35-65 emotional logic, maybe 60-40. Um, so it hit me, and I was crying, and I was so upset. But it's like I think about this stuff and like life and memento mori, and you know what it is and what it all means. And I thought about it a lot in my life, and I've spent lots and lots and lots and lots of time being like, hey, like, you know, this person's, I love spending time with this person. They're gonna die. My dogs, they're getting older, they're gonna die. My cats, they're getting older, they're gonna die. And it still hurts, but it's acceptance that hurts. It's different. It's not like I've been hit. It's the difference in pain between feeling like you've been hit and you want to cry because there's pain and you're restricting yourself from feeling that pain, versus like pain from hunger and like lack, and like it just feels, you just feel like a little, like I mean to say like you feel empty is like, yeah, everyone says that. You just feel a little like empty, and like you breathe through it, and you know like it's, you know why, and you can feel it through your body. And I mean like I loved my cats. I didn't spend a lot of time with them just because I didn't, but I loved my cats. They were family. They were brothers to me. And I just have to say, it's like, it pains me to every time to say were. And it's very interesting. And like, I just think like, I don't know, like I feel like I miss them. I don't think I miss them. You know, to be honest, I don't miss them. I just like, I understand how the world works now, and I can create this acceptance around the fact that they're gone now. And you look at them before you put them down, because we put them down, and you look at them right after, and right after the process is done. And you just have to like, I was thinking to myself the whole time, I'm like, these are no longer my cats. These are now just cat bodies that used to hold my cats. Because it's never about the physical like being. It's never been about the physical being, and I think everyone understands that intuitively, but they won't admit it. But like, the body is so irrelevant to the being. It's so non-essential to who the soul of the animal or the soul of the person or the heart of these beings are. And like the conscious experience, we kind of relate that being to the body. But once that body is there and the being is gone, it's different. It's not the same animal. It's not the same. It's not my cats anymore. That's a product of the world. That my cats used to be. That was used to be my cats. But they're no longer my cats. And I'm not attached to the body. I'm attached to the soul of my cats. So once they've left and they've ceased to be, or they've moved on to the next world or whatever, looking at those bodies was the same as looking at like a dead bird on the side of the street. And that's, it's odd. It's not the same as a bird because I like cats more, but it's odd to say that, but I don't know. It's so like, it's just interesting to me. Like I don't know, like I got to watch my cats leave and I sent them off. And one day, and then one day I know it's gonna be me, and I'm gonna be in the exact same position, and they're gonna sedate me, and they're gonna try to put a bunch of anesthetic in me, or I'm gonna fall off a bridge, or I'm gonna jump off a bridge, or I'm gonna jump out of a plane or something, and everyone around me is gonna be looking at me, and they're gonna be thinking like, "Wow, like I'm so sad," and like I've accepted that this is the way life is. This is the system I've been put into, where you live, you get born, you're given the gift of life, and then you hold on to it, and you can like play with it, and you can do what you want with it. A lot of people don't, but they can. You can do whatever you want with this gift that you've been given. You can be a carpenter. You can move to the woods. You can be in like a veteran. You could be a war hero. You can do so much with it. But at the end of the day, you have to give the gift back. And like once you realize that, like once I realized that, like you have to give the gift back. There's no bargaining. There's the bargaining is health and wellness. Once you realize that, it's just, I don't know. It's the best and nicest way that I've gotten to accept life and death over my like 8 years of existential crises. Understanding that I've been given a gift, that's life, and I'm giving it back at the end of my session, which we call death we called it death and dying as a process. But it's really not. It's just giving back the life we had. So we go back into the world, into the system, into the stars, into the cosmos, whatever you want to call it. We go back to that. And we just move on. We become something else. Our conscious experience is gone. We don't exist anymore. But our body and our souls, and not our souls, but our bodies are just like, they are now one with the universe again, which they never were not. But now they're changing form, and we turn into something else. We turn into the stars. We turn into the earth. We turn into the dirt, or we turn into another person. We attach ourselves to another person, and we become part of them. And we become part of their story. And honestly, I think that's kind of nice. We give everyone else a chance to hold the gift. And my cats are now going to pass on their gift to someone else in some other place. And I'm going to remember them very fondly. But someday I won't, because I won't have memory. And, that's how it is. All right? I love you. Peace be upon you. I don't have anything else to say to you.